All right, so training tip. All right, I just listened to a podcast, two different podcasts. One was from Jim Wendler, so a powerlifting kind of background. It was also related to football and kind of strength and conditioning high school level. And another one was a pure bodybuilding podcast. And the concepts they talked about were the same. This is one of the issues that I see a lot of times when both in the training that I see, like with most high school athletes, youth athletes, and even just most people in general, is the idea that you need to add weight every week or add reps, right? You get to a point where that's not possible necessarily. There's going to be weeks where you can't add weight or you can't add reps. Or if you try to, you're going to start seeing a compensation. So instead of squatting all the way down, you're going to start half squatting or quarter squatting. You're going to start seeing hip shift. You're going to start seeing not going all the way down on bench. You're going to see these compensations that are going to come up from trying to push past the limit that you currently have on that week, right? One of the things that they talked about in both these podcasts, and I think it's really true because I see this a lot of times too when I see comments on like videos and other stuff that I'll post of if you're doing, say, 4 sets of 5, you can do the same weight and the exact same thing one week to the next week, but can you do those 5 reps with higher quality? Can you do them with a more strict tempo? Can you do them with more explosion out of the bottom, say on a squat? Can you do them with higher velocities, all right? You can do the exact same weight, and those are going to be different stimuluses on the body. One of the things that I think more people need to take ownership in and be more detailed in is the actual execution of the movement. So if I have 20 reps on squats in that 4x5, are all 20 of those reps as high quality as possible? Most of the time, and I see this all the time, most of the time they're not. I can see someone do a good first and a second set on all 5 reps. Their third set, their last 2 reps, those weren't very good, right? If you do the exact same weights next week and you can do them with higher quality, better precision, that is going to lead to more long-term progress. The other thing that I see a lot of times too is trying to, in a sense, cheat the process with that. So you shouldn't probably go up in weight, or you should be trying to focus on, if you're doing a plyometric or the activity, can I do it with a faster ground contact with the exact same reps, the exact same sets, all right? The details in all the small subtle things are where a lot of the progress happens. And I see this all the time when I get comments on stuff of like, well, I can do this, or I can do more weight, and I'll see the video and I'll just be honest, that's just a bad squat, or that you're technically doing it, but it's not good. Take more ownership and pride of doing something. If you're not doing something good, and you do something a lot better from a technique execution standpoint, regardless if it's strength training, plyometrics, speed development, that is going to lead to long-term progress. And that's what you're trying to get, progress over a 6-month, year, 2-year, 5-year period. Right? When you're always trying to butt that line, that's when you start seeing the issues pop up and the stagnation of progress. So that was one of the things I just want you to think about. I did it myself this morning. I did relatively on my upper body lift, I did relatively the exact same thing that I did last week, but I can be honest, I felt a harder contraction while I was doing my lat pull downs, all right? I did a better job of a set of 15 on all 15 of those reps, all right? So that's one thing to think about if you're a high school coach especially, quality, and that's one of the hardest things for young people to understand. Quality, doing things right, is going to lead to the best long-term progress, all right? So that's one tip. Hopefully that helps.